I've just finished watching Marriage Story. Safe to say I'm not okay.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Luke's Reviews, and on today's video I will be reviewing the newest Netflix film that has been making waves on the awards scene. That is Marriage Story, which is written and directed by Noah Baumbach and stars Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. Now, I'm sure everyone knows the typical formula for a romantic movie. You get a cute couple, they meet, they fall in love, their relationship is somewhat tested, but they do still get together in the end. Marriage Story is the complete opposite of that. Charlie and Nicole are a couple living in New York, with Charlie, an up and coming theatre director, and Nicole, his lead actress. Sadly, their marriage isn't what it used to be, resulting in the two seeking a divorce. That's it. That's the plot of Marriage Story. Couple going through the emotions of getting a divorce. Doesn't sound too challenging? Oh my god, this movie broke me. Oh, f you, Baumbach. Jesus Christ. I lost count of the amount of times that this film just destroyed me. That I wasn't just sort of getting tearful, I was solidly weeping. Weeping. And I think whether you have a personal connection to this type of story, whether you can somewhat relate to a couple going through a divorce, this relates to you on a pure basic human instinct, and that is the need and want to feel loved. That's kind of what Marriage Story is about, and when that instinct is somewhat tested and taken away from these characters, it, oh, it breaks your heart. Baumbach has crafted what I genuinely consider to be one of the best, most authentically raw and grounded screenplays we've seen this entire decade. The movie opens with Charlie and Nicole giving a monologue on what they love about each other, so what they love about the other person, and within an instant, I completely forgot that I was watching a movie because these emotions that they were expressing, the way the dialogue in which it was written, it felt like I was just witnessing an actual couple. Like I was prying into their own private life, which hurt even more because you come attached to these characters within the space of a couple minutes, and then your heart is completely destroyed as the film progresses. It suckered me in from the get-go, from the conversations that you might have at a dinner table to navigating the complexities of a divorce trial. Everything about this, I keep coming back to this word, it feels real. It feels like real life. It doesn't feel like it's been Hollywoodized in any way. This is grounded, this is raw. At times it's ugly. They always say that a divorce, you never want it to be ugly, and at times it can't help but hit those moments. This is as real can be, and makes it even more heartbreaking to watch. Baumbach's direction, like his writing, is also faultless. He adopts a very restrained approach, allowing his actors to do what they do best, and that is act. It really isn't stylized anyway. Cuts are few and far between. We get a lot of these wide shots that just encompass the entire scene, and the camera very rarely moves from one point. It might rotate as a character is walking by, but what you get is always in the frame. What you need is always in the frame. Close-ups are very rare because I feel like Baumbach wanted to maintain a distance. So if it gets too close, again, you're kind of interrupting that reality almost. It gives us the impression that we're peeking into their private situation. That it's almost like we're getting a very small window to look into this incredibly heartbreaking situation, and I feel that makes it even more traumatizing when some of these moments are happening and these actors are just giving it their all, and it's oh my god. And as far as the acting is concerned, I feel like it's safe to say that it's Oscars across the board here, or at least Oscar nominations. Obviously, it should go without saying that this is Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson's movie through and through, but that doesn't mean that there are a couple of supporting players who managed to make an impact. You have Laura Dern's quite confident and an intense lawyer on Scarlett Johansson's side, who just comes in with a wallop, and you also have Ray Liotta, who is kind of this a bit outlandish and a very very loud, bombastic lawyer on Adam Driver's side, and he too he lands where he needs to, but Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, Jesus Christ. Woo! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, I would easily consider them both to be front runners for their respective acting categories. Adam Driver, I feel like his only competition is Joaquin Phoenix at this point. Those two are probably going to be tussling it out. Scarlett Johansson, again, closest competition I would say is Renee Zellweger as Judy, but I this is in my eyes this is a better performance. These are the best performances of their respective careers. And what I admire about the film is that it never puts you in a position where you feel like you have to choose a side. Both are flawed characters. Both make mistakes in the relationship and in the process of divorce. But the underlying fact that makes them relatable and keeps them likable is that they do want what's best for one another. They don't want them to suffer. They don't want to take away everything from them. They still, in a way, love each other, just not in the way that they used to. I think the first half of this movie does belong to Johansson. This is her sort of driving force, and she gets a jaw-droppingly amazing monologue towards the early parts of the film, in which she's sort of conversing with Laura Dern's lawyer, and I feel like she just unloads, her character unloads of all this pent-up fury, aggression, and all of these sort of emotions that she's kept hidden whilst in the marriage with Adam Driver are just spewing out, and it is fantastically delivered. She performs it with such authenticity and this raw, unbridled emotion. I would be gobsmacked if she doesn't pick up the award here. And as we enter the second half, that's when kind of it changes hands a little bit and it becomes more Adam Driver's movie. And again, oh, he's so damn good. He's having to navigate the troubles of a working parent whilst trying to cling on to everything that he's ever loved that he feels as if is being ripped away from him. And there are numerous scenes where he's trying to put up a front because he doesn't want to feel like he's letting his family down, he doesn't feel like he's letting his son down. And there are these moments where he just can't help but break under the pressure. And those destroyed me. They absolutely tore me to pieces. There is one scene in the movie, and it's this picture here. It's this scene here. I'll flash up an image on the video as well. But this scene is without going into spoilers, is basically where the two characters finally they butt heads and just confess everything that has ever been on their mind from their relationship all the way through these divorce hearings. And it is not just an acting masterclass from both Johansson and Driver, it's a brilliant screenwriting masterclass from Baumbach, who perfectly encapsulates a real married couple argument in which they're both at their wits' ends. And the way it starts off very calm and just sort of increases and becomes this explosive outburst of fury and anger. It's one of the best scenes possibly within the last 10-20 years. Everyone here, everyone is on their A game. And to make matters even better, Randy Newman composes the score for this film, and it's wonderful. I've never not heard a beautiful Randy Newman score, whether he be working on animation like Toy Story, or he's working on films like this. He imbues such a relaxed feeling within his music, and it adds some levity, considering quite how, not depressing, but but somber a lot of this movie's tone is. There are some well-earned moments of humour, though, that really sort of bring the movie up. And it is a very funny movie. I didn't really expect that. Like, they kind of draw humour upon real life. If I do have any nitpicks, and I genuinely think there's only one here, is that I wasn't too keen on the actor that played Nicole and Charlie's son, Henry. Personally, I found him to be a bit too naive and aloof to what was going on around him, because when I look at the kid, I get the impression like he's probably like 10 or 11, but the movie is treating him in such a way that I feel like he's meant to be 5, so that really didn't work for me. But on the whole, like, if you possess a beating, normal human heart, Marriage Story will rip it from your body. Noah Baumbach writes and directs, honestly, one of the best movies this year that is just bursting with heart, emotion, and authenticity. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson give awards-worthy performances. Randy Newman gives us a terrific score. You will laugh, you will cry. Marriage Story has pretty much everything you could ask for. Overall, I'm going to give Marriage Story a 9.5 out of 10. I was so close to giving it a 10. Who knows? I want to rewatch it a second time. Maybe by the end of the year, maybe in a few weeks, I'll be saying this is a 10. This is one of my favourite films of the year. So far, it's close. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on Marriage Story. Let me know what you thought of the film down in the comments below. And my question to you, so far in this build-up for award season, I want to know who your picks are for Best Actor and Best Actress. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this film down in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. The links to all of my social media accounts are in the description below. Many thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next video.